With the right of ownership comes the obligation to conserve. That's the motto of the Soil and Water Supervisors throughout our nation. At a field day held in 2 Georgia counties recently, Rick Treptow found a good case was made that soil and water conservation techniques are not just a great idea, but they can actually make money. Here's his report.
125 people attended the Grazing for Profit Field Day in Greene and Untitled counties. Larry ELEY, a former dairy producer, showed how wells with fresh, potable water will give cattle a better choice for water than a small creek. ELEY is also a Greene County Farm Bureau Board of Directors member. He said at his age, he wanted no more capital investments of equipment and buildings. He invested in the soil.
I invested in a high-quality tank. This tank is made for potable water. So that means everything here is virgin materials. There's no chance of any contamination, or the quality of everything's different. There's a 2-horsepower submersible pump down in there. We got a water test. We knew we had good water, and just kind of developing it, and then we sharing it with our downstream neighbors. This goes into the Oconee River.
Besides the pump area, there are 10 water troughs for the cattle around the farm. Research shows that besides the water being safe enough for human consumption, there are other advantages that high-quality H2O brings for cattle management.
Your calves, whether they be your calves on the ground or stockers or whatnot, they'll put on anywhere from ½ pound to a pound a day more on alternative water from a well versus from a pond or a stream.
These water facilities, these grazing management, fertility, weed control, the next generation is going to benefit from that. It'd be better for me to not do all this if I just wanted to have the best income possible. And that means taking care of these resources we got.
The farmers also used alternative forages. ELEY used the legume arrowleaf clover for high nitrogen feed value and for the wildlife.
Not necessarily a problem with clover is they do require a lot of proper pH, phosphorus, and potassium. So if you're not going to feed these crops, whether it be the grass or the clover, don't bother to plant them because they're not going to do well.
The Lazy J Dairy in Untitled County has 500 acres of open land. 100 acres is in the hybrid grasses Alicia and Russell. Stan and Kay Jackson were in the dairy business in 1988. 66 cows are milked now. On their fields, they use chicken litter as fertilizer. Wheat, rye, and clover are planted with no tillage. They are rotating their dairy herd in their 6 paddocks. There is also a post-milking, very clean feed area. The farm is efficient because only Stan and Kay, their daughters, and a part-time couple are the labor. The farm does make money.
But he loves the animal. He loves the farming part of it, the grazing, the paddocks, the water troughs, the hay, the silage. And my duties is more dealing with the cows, one-on-one, raising the calves, the heifers.
They have 250 Brangus mama cows, calves, and bulls. The couple only wants to build the milking herd to 100.
I don't want to get too big because that means you get slack, what you're doing on your job duties. I like that a small that me and him can handle.
So for anyone who wants more information about how the conservation practices might work on your land or farm,
well, I'd encourage you to look up your local NRCS field office and touch base with them. Ask them initially about some of the practices that are available and work with them on developing a whole farm conservation plan.
I'm Rick Treptow for the Georgia Farm Monitor.